All right, guys, it's time to leave California. Let me explain. Let me explain. I've compiled my evidence. I talked yesterday about this, but now I've compiled all my evidence. I've been researching this whole morning since like let's say 8 a.m. It's now 12 p.m. So 4 hours I've been searching this stuff. You guys need okay. Majority of my audience is actually from California. I don't know why. I don't know how, but mainly a majority of my audience is from California. So I've put this chart. I've made this chart here of why you guys need to leave California. And it's not because I hate the state. Repeat, I do not hate the state of Cali, but I need you guys to leave for your own futures and your own protection. And so you don't become homeless like I did in Skid Row, and so you don't have any more issues. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this. My car has been broken into in New Jersey. Well, my fiance's car was broken in New Jersey. They didn't actually break the window. They stuck something in to unlock the door. They were nice enough not to bust the window open, but they did open the door and they ravaged through the console, the center console, and the glove compartment. They didn't take the registration, but they took my inverter that I had that you can plug stuff in like a household outlet. But now I'm going to be talking about this shit. This is very serious. This is a very serious situation to Cali. People from Cali, okay? This is a very serious situation. I need to talk about this. I need to get this off my chest. I feel so bad for people in California right now, and it's absolutely atrocious that I even have to talk about this. I shouldn't have to talk about California, but most of my viewers are from California. Second is Texas, howdy, and then you have Florida, howdy. They don't say that in Florida that much, unless you're from the country. Anyways, all right. For some reason, I have a lot of people from Texas view my channel. Maybe because I always talk about San Antonio. You know the two Houston, it's Dallas, and Austin are the best. Get out of here. What's up, Texas? Cake. Second most viewed viewers on my channel are from Texas. Get the heck out of here with that. What's up, D Town, H Town, SA Town, Countdown City? What's up, El Paso, Del Rio? What's up, Eagle Pass? What's up, Brownsville? What's up, McAllen? What's up, Odessa? What's up, Midland? What's up, Amarillo? What's up, Lubbock? I know Texas. I know my Texas. What's up, College Station? What's up, Beaumont? What's up, Galveston? What's up, Corpus? I know my state very well. I mean, I don't know everything about my state, but I've been to the center of Texas. I've been to Eagle Pass. I've been to El Paso. I've been to Odessa. I've been to Midland. I've been to Lubbock. I've been to Amarillo. I've been to the Texline, Texas, which is the most northwest corner, absolute northwest corner of Texas. And I've been all the way down to the southeast side of Texas, near Brownsville, all the way to the most southeast point of Texas. I've been in the most eastern part of Texas. And I've also been in the most western part of Texas, which is El Paso. And then I've also been in the most eastern part of Texas, which is near Beaumont, past Beaumont, a little bit past Beaumont. I've been to all corners of my Texas. Oh, I've been to Dallas, so that's the northeast side. And I've been through the Arkansas-Texas border, so that's pretty much the most northeast part of Texas you can go to. I've also been in the most southwest part of Texas. Well, there's two southwests to Texas. I guess you would say more towards El Paso would be like southwest Texas. But the true southwest Texas would actually be more like not Del Rio, Laredo. I would say Laredo is more of the southwest south part of Texas, and I've been everywhere in my state. I've been North Central Texas is beautiful. I can't believe how beautiful North Central Texas, especially when it's rained throughout the whole state. It's all green for hundreds of miles. Oh my God, Texas is beautiful. I don't know why people don't see the beauty of the state. I just don't understand it. They always think that we're a bunch of rednecks, and we're not. It's a very beautiful state. Once you get out of the cities, it's gorgeous. Texas is a beautiful place. And don't knock me on my state. Don't make fun of my state. My state's a beautiful state. Don't ever make fun of my state. I will. I will defend my state. I'm very patriotic about my state. Don't make fun of my state of Texas. We have high crime rates here. Not happy about that, but it's not as bad as what California is going through right now. Okay, Houston, high crime rate, beautiful city, most futuristic looking city that I think I've ever seen, other than Toronto. And they say Toronto. They don't say Toronto. Local Toronto say Toronto. Um, More Toronto or Toronto. They say Toronto. They don't say Toronto. We say Toronto. They say Toronto. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly still, but that's how they say it. Quebec City, Montreal, very beautiful place in Canada. Canada's a very nice place to begin with. Mexico City, Monclova, Piedras Negras. I'm very familiar with some of those areas, um, but let's go back to the California now. Listen, San Francisco is passing laws where they are decriminalizing the criminals to where all the car break-ins. Now, I know what it feels like to have a broken car window. It sucks because it's expensive to fix. All because they saw something they might like in your car, so they break in. Now, San Francisco now has the highest rate of car break-ins than any other city in California statistically. A matter of fact, I just called the San Francisco Police Department and I asked them, "Do you guys have a lot of break-ins near downtown San Francisco?" And they said yes. They said we every day, hundreds of times a day. I have never heard that before from any police department, any precinct. Even in the hood that I was living in Newark, New Jersey, didn't have that many break-ins. Yes, they will break in your car if they see something they like, but if you leave your car empty, usually they don't break in. But these people in San Francisco statistically are breaking in people's cars even when they have nothing inside the rides. They're still breaking through the windows. What the fuck is going on with San Francisco? Then they're going to decriminalize the criminals. People that are committing, you know, little crimes here and there are suddenly not going to be labeled as criminals anymore. This is shocking to me because I went to San Francisco. I've been there. I've seen how beautiful it is. One of the most beautiful fucking cities in the country. Look, I'm not going to lie. San Francisco looks way better and appealing than San Antonio. But because of the homeless population, they're not getting help from the government there. They're not getting assisted into getting a job, into getting back on their feet. See, that's the problem with the U.S. government. They're not helping people get them back on their feet when they're at the lowest point in their lives. So what do? They turn to drugs. I turn to my drugs, legal drugs, for anxiety. Ativan. That's a legal drug. I get it legally prescribed. I have a psychiatrist for that. Boom. Legal. Had a hard time with for many years for that, but now I'm seeming to be stable because I'm not leaving the city every 5 seconds. But San Francisco, in particular, is getting so bad with the violence now. There's people being held at gunpoint in like the rich areas of San Francisco during the day, during the night. People can't even walk down the streets anymore without getting jacked, held at gunpoint. What the fuck happened in San Francisco, bro? When I was there in 2013, it was not like that. I don't remember feeling very uncomfortable in the city. I know that some areas were dangerous, but I never felt uncomfortable in San Francisco. I'm scared to go back now. Like, what the hell is this shit? What are you guys? What are the politicians thinking over there? They're gonna delabel these criminals if they're committing crimes. They are a criminal. They are a felon. They are committing crimes. They are breaking the law. They are ruining their lives, by the way, by doing so. But now the police are going to be forced to not really label them as criminals. They're just going to catch and release them, practically, is what they're doing. If somebody has been known to be an excessive breaking into cars person, a thief, they're just going to put them in the jail for the night and then they're going to release them the next day. That's not how you tell somebody to stop doing something. I'm not saying to charge them with, capital criminal crimes like felony crimes, but at the same time, you got to rehabilitate these people, not not necessarily with jail, but you got to tell them to stop their shit. What are you guys thinking over there? You do that shit here in Texas, the owners will probably come out and shoot you. I'm serious, no joke. Come to Texas, break into someone's car on their property, and they have a gun, they're probably going to shoot at you. You do that in California, nothing happens. You could have a laptop in there and boom, they steal it. You could have an inverter, you could have, very important documents from your job or something that you left in the glove compartment, and it's gone. Stolen. Your identity, stolen. Your car might even get stolen. Look, I don't know what's going on with San Francisco. Such a beautiful place. And I just don't understand what these politicians are thinking. It's like they can't think rationally. There has to be intervention. Somebody needs to go in there with an actual brain. They need to go in there and they need to fix San Francisco. They need to fix that poor city, man. It is one of the most beautiful, iconic cities in the world, and the people have the audacity to commit crimes in the areas. Like, I'm gonna bring up a map right now, and it's the hot spots of crimes. I'm so sad right now because Cali is such a beautiful place and it's being ruined. And I don't like that because it was such a beautiful place. I saw Cali. When I saw San Francisco for the first time, I was like, this is such a beautiful place. I would love to live here. And I always wanted to move to Los Angeles and everything. And that's what I did. And I did. But I realized how dangerous it is. And I just got so sad. It's like, are you serious, bro? You're really going to cause all these crimes and hurt innocent people and destroy their lives financially. And these politicians, they're just destroying the cities of what made San Francisco such a beautiful place. It used to be such a beautiful and safe place to go to. You used to feel safe when you were in San Francisco or if you were in Los Angeles back in the 50s and 60s. It used to be a safe place. For the most part, there was very little crime in these two cities. Even though they were big cities, they had very little crimes and break-ins and thefts and robberies and everything. It was really low. And now it's just politicians. They only care about their money. They only care about themselves. The dangerous areas are between um, the 101 going towards the Place of Fine Art, Palace of Fine Arts, and then all the way up to North Beach, the Fisherman's Wharf, Pier 39. And it makes me sad. I'm actually crying here to know that my beautiful cities that I visited and I loved and I fell in love with it, to know that these beautiful places of this country is being ruined by people that don't have anything else to go with their lives because the politicians don't care about them. They only care about themselves. They don't care about the homeless there. And so the homeless have nothing to do but break in cars and try to feed themselves for the next day. And this is so sad that they're allowing this shit to happen to the beautiful state of California. The beautiful bear on that flag. When I saw the Republic of California, I saw how beautiful the flag was and everything. I saw how beautiful the flag was. And when I went to California for the first time, I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful here with the beautiful palm trees, the perfect weather, everything that I loved about California, all the beauty of it. I went to Alcatraz Island. I went to the Golden Gate Bridge. And I was like, this is a beautiful place in Cali. And now it is being ruined because of politicians and bad politicians. They don't care about you. They don't care about your money. They don't care about nobody else but themselves. Because at the end of the day, they're going to their gated communities. They don't care about the homeless people there, and they don't care about anybody else but themselves. And it's sad. And nobody's doing anything about it. And then they're passing a ridiculous law where that instead of rehabilitating these people, they're just going to throw them back out on the streets to recommit crimes over and over and over and over. That doesn't solve anything. It's called a recycle. I call it recycling. It's a recycle jail. Out of jail, crime. Jail, out of jail, crime. And it's just so sad to see such a beautiful place ruined, completely ruined by bad politicians. How does that even happen? San Francisco is a beautiful place. Like, are you kidding me, dude? For real. Are you guys kidding me right now? You guys are allowing such a beautiful place, a beautiful city, to be ruined. It's just so sad. Look at this. I'm looking at Google Maps right here on Folsom Street right now, which I did on my YouTube videos. Folsom Street. When I was driving through San Francisco, there wasn't really much graffiti at the time that I remember seeing. And now I see all these RVs that are just littered with graffiti. This is so sad. All the poor RVs, all it's just sad. Like, what? How does a city like this turn into this crime-infested area? How? How do you turn such a beautiful place into a crime-infested area? Like, why is this even a crime-infested area, man? I don't want crime anymore. I want it to stop. Like, and these politicians, they don't care about nobody else but themselves. They're very selfish people. They're selfish. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. I'm looking at how beautiful the skyline of San Francisco is. This is absolutely atrocious. It's atrocious. And then they let these homeless people starve on the fucking streets. They let them shoot up drugs instead of getting them help, getting them back on their feet, and getting them to be productive members of society. What do? They let them shoot up their drugs instead of actually fixing the problem at heart, which is because these homeless people are depressed, they're miserable, they're sad, they don't have any help, no future, they don't even think about a future. And it's all because of these idiot politicians passing the most stupid law you've ever heard in your freaking life about decriminalizing the criminals. How do you think that makes people in San Francisco feel? The people that are working hard every day just to afford their $5,000 apartment, $3,000 apartment there. I don't feel safe anymore. I won't go to San Francisco again. I'm not going again. I'm not going back there. And I want to so badly. I want to go back to the beautiful San Francisco. But now it is plagued. It is dangerous in San Francisco now. Like, what the hell happened to the city? It used to be a safest place, man. Now people can't even go down these roads without freaking, could be hurt. There's graffiti everywhere in San Francisco. There's graffiti on boxes. When I was there, I didn't see that much graffiti when I was there a few years ago. I mean, there was some, but it wasn't to the point of where I was uncomfortable. And now, anywhere there's graffiti, there's usually crime, and that just comes hand in hand with it. And it's weird because San Francisco kind of looks like a little bit like Brooklyn in a way. It's beautiful area. It looks like Brooklyn. It looks like Queens a little bit, and it has that New York vibe to it, even though it's on the West Coast. But now San Francisco is just a place where you don't want to be. It used to be the dream to go to San Francisco, and now it is completely ruined by the bad politicians' ideas. And I'm just gonna say this, and I hope that you guys will maybe even think about taking my word for this. But you guys need to leave San Francisco. You guys need to leave your city. You need to leave Los Angeles. You guys need to leave Ocean Beach. You guys need to leave it all behind. Take the money that you get from your apartment house or house. If you have a house there and you need to leave, you need to find somewhere else in this country to live. It is too dangerous there. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. People are going to keep voting these people in, these bad politicians that don't care about nobody. That's why Republican states in general do better, and Democratic states are extremely dangerous. Let me explain why. Look at California. Look how much violence happened back in the 90s. Look how much violence happened in San Francisco now. Look at Oakland. Look at New Jersey. Look at Camden, New Jersey. Take a Google Maps tour of it. You'll see how bad and dangerous it is. Those are all run by Democrats. Look at the toll fees. You have toll fees on bridges. We don't really have that. We only have like one toll road in Texas or a few toll roads there, but they're not expensive and price gouging like the ones in Florida, even though that is a Republican state. But I mean, mainly that's a Miami thing, MDX and SunPass. Although it goes through the whole state, I think that's a scam. New York and New Jersey have toll roads through Easy Pass, and I think it's a big scam. And of course, more toll roads are in Democratic states than they are in Republican states. And you never really see anything come out of it. That's why Texas roads are, for the most part, are actually really nice, especially in the cities. They look really nice. You don't see a lot of torn up roads here. In Republican states, it seems to be a lot nicer. Streets, buildings, construction. My city of San Antonio is blowing up. You guys are more than welcome to move here. Get the hell out of your get out of California. Stop paying so much. Live a better life. Come to the Central States or go to the Southeast states. I know that you guys, some of you Democrats just hate Republicans, but if you see for yourself, if you actually take the time to see for yourself, I tried the Democratic way, by the way. I actually used to be a Democrat when I was younger. I used to, believe in Obama. I used to believe, I did. I just believed I was a Democrat at one point. But I turned Republican when I saw the nastiness of Detroit, Michigan. That was also run by Democrats. I saw Baltimore. I didn't even go in Baltimore. It was too. I did. I want nothing to do with Baltimore. Too dangerous. Run by Democrats. Look, Democrats have this saying of where everything has to be, like politically correct. Now we are turning into a society of totalitarianism and political correctness, which is in turn more of communism, and it restricts freedom of speech. I don't like cussing at people or insulting people too much. I like more of just cussing in general. But a lot of people from California, I don't know why they don't like that. They just feel uncomfortable. And then there's some sailors out there that cuss a lot in Cali that I've met. But in general, in a general term, it's best that if you guys just move out of the state, move to Texas, move to Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri. There's a lot of beautiful states to move in. You can even move to Utah. That's I think it's Republican. It could be more a mix, but I think it's more Republican though. Move to those states. You can even move to Nevada if you like desert. I mean, Cali has a desert. You can move to like Bakersfield or something, but it's still too expensive in Cali. Once you go over the border, gas prices drop a hell of a lot just by going over the border to Nevada or to Arizona. You could move to Arizona. You could move to New Mexico. There are so many beautiful places to move in this country other than Cali. But if you love that ocean, you could even move to Florida. Move to Texas's ocean. There is a lot of oceanfront property to buy. You could move to Louisiana. There's a lot of oceanfront property. Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. There's so much empty oceanfront property that you could purchase and have a nice oceanfront beachfront house for a quarter of what you're paying in Cali. Temperatures are a lot hotter, but during the fall and during the winter time, for like 6 months out of the year, you'll have no issue enjoying that weather. It gets really nice here in the south. If you're for cold weather, like San Francisco kind of stays very kind of coolish at night. I know that because I've been there for a long time. You're probably going to look to more towards the northeast. You could move to places like Pennsylvania, which is closer to New York, but it's not close enough to the point where your pricing of an apartment is going to be extremely sky high. Like you could move to the central PA and you could pay for like $800 for an apartment. You could move to Ohio. You could move to Upper New York, Buffalo. It snows a lot there though, but I like the snow. The snow looks so cool when it's packed up. You could move to Albany, New York. You could move to Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Maine is very empty, so there's a lot of space up there, and it would be very cheap to live in, but it would be cool most of the year. And it would be like Cali weather in a way during the summertime. Um, you can move to South Carolina. You can move to North Carolina. It's mild. It's hot during the summer, but during the winter time, it's perfect. Perfect temperatures year round. You only occasionally have to deal with severe weather. Not more than I would say in the plains, but you would enjoy yourself in Cali. Like, I mean, not Cali, South Carolina, North Carolina. Some of the nicest, friendliest people come from those two states in the country. Texas has friendly people, but they're more reserved. They don't really like to talk to you if they don't know you. They don't really talk to you if they don't know you and if they don't like you. In South Carolina, they'll open up. They'll tell you about their whole lives, their family. In California, I just couldn't get people to open up like here in Texas or in South Carolina, North Carolina. And most people in Florida are pretty nice. Most New Yorkers that come down to live in Florida are actually pretty nice. There's a lot of opportunities to move to. You guys don't have to be stuck on the West Coast, where in underneath San Francisco you got the San Andreas fault line, which is going to go kaboom eventually, and you may not be able to escape the cities through the bridges because the bridges will collapse if it's big enough. So you're not going to easily be able to escape. Sure, you can take south towards San Jose, but all that's going to be packed up, and you're going to take. And what if all that's broken down? You're not going to be able to escape San Francisco. You're not going to be able to go to the San Francisco airport. I mean, there's a lot of things that you guys need to think about. Take into question: is my life worth living here for my kids if there is a massive earthquake? And plus the turmoil that's already going on in San Francisco with all the violent crime, and then the politicians, your politicians, are actually saying, "Oh, well, you know what? We're going to ban plastic straws," which is I think is ridiculous because it's a plastic straw. But whatever. I do believe in saving the world and saving the earth, but banning plastic straws in one city is not going to affect the trash that's being thrown out in the middle of the ocean already. It's not going to help anything at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. If you guys really wanted to help the environment, we would have to just get rid of straws altogether. No other alternative type of straw. It would have to be no straws or straws. But our cars are made of plastic. Everything is made of plastic. When they get crashed or with, you guys just don't understand. When these cars, after they age, after 20 years, they're gonna get thrown in the trash bin, recycled. They're gonna go in the ocean one way or another. Plastic pretty much never dies, even though it gets bent, breaks. It takes years and years for it to disintegrate, and I mean years. At the end of the day, if you're from Cali, think about your choices very hard in your life before you decide, oh, I'm going to stick it out. I don't care. Yeah, there's a few homeless people here or there. Yeah, there's just a few crimes here and there. And I'll stick it out. It's not worth your livelihood or your children's livelihood, your future children's livelihood, your relationships. You need to get out of that place. You need to get out of Silicon Valley. You need to get out of San Francisco. You need to get out of LA. You need to get out of Oregon. And you need to get out of Washington State. Well, you don't have to leave your state, but you need to get out of the major cities. At least do that. Okay, because the homeless population is going to get worse. If you guys don't find a good job, you guys need to transfer jobs. I don't care what you guys can do. Try to find a job in a different state. You'll get paid less, but at the end of the day, you won't have to worry about all this crap that's going on. It's going to get worse. They're going to put more rules. Eventually, you're not even going to be saying hi to anybody without them saying that you call them a racial slur or a threatening something by saying hi to somebody. I've heard a story. Somebody said hi to somebody and then they accused them of rape. What the fuck is that? That happened in Cali. They got accused of rape for saying hi to somebody. Your freedom of movement, your freedom of speech is disappearing in that state like that. You guys need to leave. You guys need to get out of there. Just there's so many opportunities for you. The whole central of this country is waiting for people to get jobs. Luckily, I found a job and it was pretty quick. The hiring process was quick. I use their vehicles to drop off parts, and now I have a job. And it took me 2 weeks of searching, and I was able to find a job. 2 weeks. Just two. And that's after I lost my government benefits. It's a driving job. I drive parts from one part to another. Boom, $12 an hour. Plus overtime if I want. If I do overnight parts for the main, I kind of want to say I don't want to say where I'm working at. So, but I can do overnight parts drop off where I actually access AutoZone in the middle of the night. I turn the key to the buildings and I put parts inside the buildings in the back. So I have access to AutoZones in the middle of the night. Napa, middle of the night. Two jobs, one hit, $12 an hour. I don't care. It's not that much, but hey, it pays at least. It's about $1,400-$1,500 a month. I'm okay with that. Plus, after a year, they're supposed to bring it up to like $15 an hour. So you know what? Fine. You get up in the morning, you get in their car, you drop off the parts. It's not even that big of a deal. They're not even the heaviest parts. Like they're not gonna make me carry a transmission in the back of a car. You'll break the damn thing apart. But or an engine. But parts, like small parts, like catalytic converter here or there, or maybe some struts or some rotors or something. That's not that big of a deal. Like even a fat person like me can do that. But there's a lot of job opportunities out here in San Antonio. They're not all taken. I'm telling you right now, they're not all taken. It's a little bit hard to get one, but once you're in, you're usually in. And my boss has already seen my videos, and they're not worried. They're not worried about it. They're not firing me over it. They don't care. They know I like to talk about whatever I like to talk about. They don't even care. Matter of fact, they agree with me. My boss actually agrees with me, and said that they have no issues with it. I asked him straight up. I have a YouTube channel. I like to talk what I like to talk. Do you mind before you hire me? And he's like, I don't give a. And that's what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, Cali. No more NorCal, no more SoCal. Go to East Cal or Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. I would like you guys to populate Texas and get it bigger, to be honest. We have a great state here, and we have better laws here that will protect you a lot better than in Cali, okay? And your freedom of speech will not be broken down here in the state, at least not for the next 20 years. But eventually, I think Texas is going to turn blue and not red. But I know the people in the small towns aren't going to like that. But eventually, I think Texas will turn into a California within 30, 40, 50 years. But hopefully, they don't have the same laws that they bring from Cali to here after California's been destroyed. Because look what happened to Detroit. Look what happened to Baltimore. All Democratic. We need you Democrats to come over here, and I need you guys to be safe. That's what I want. I want you guys away from that state, so you're safe from earthquakes, you're safe from violence, your car's not being broken into. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, SJW, but I need you guys to be safe. So come to Texas, come to Oklahoma, come to Arkansas, come to Louisiana. Cheap living, good living, support our economy, and stop supporting these politicians in your offices that don't care about you. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching.